Okay, here's one quote from Galileo. And Galileo was one of the key players in proving that the Earth rotates around or revolves around the Sun. The Sun does not revolve around the Earth. Now, for some of you people, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself here, the Catholic Church, until I believe it was the 1500s, believed that the Earth was the center of the universe. All of the other planets revolved around the Earth, and science has proven that that's not true today. I don't know for a fact that's true because I've never seen it. I don't get to see that. Maybe the Earth is the center of the universe. Again, we're focusing on the truth, focusing on the facts here. So let me read this to you. But keep in mind, at one time, the Christianity, the kingdom of God here, the Catholic Empire, believed that the Earth was the center of the universe. So keep this in mind here. All truths are easy to understand once they are discovered. The point is to discover them. So if the Catholic Church is telling you one thing, and everybody believes this, it's easy for them to believe because they're taught this. Now, once it's discovered that it's not true, it's easy to convince people with a little bit of evidence and some proof that they were misled. So a little bit of proof can go, and evidence can really affect the way we perceive things. Now, this would also go into, let's just mention extraterrestrials or other life beings. You know, what makes us think that we're so special? We're the only people out there in the whole universe, or all these other universes, you know, everything. What makes us, universe, there's one universe, all the other galaxies I meant. What makes us think that we're the only people that would have a conscious mind kind of a thing? Just doesn't make any sense. It would make more sense understanding how large the universe is to have more life forms out there than it would not to. And again, this is just based on probability, statistics. This is not based on any facts, because I don't have them. I don't have any facts to prove that there's extraterrestrials out there. I don't know. So all truths are easy to understand once they are discovered. The point is to discover them. I had to read that because I was getting a little, forgot what I was talking about there, getting a little off track. Now, for those people who don't believe in extraterrestrial beings, now, what if they found one? And they put him on one of the most popular newscasting organizations, and this person could speak English, could speak different languages. You know, he was an amazing being. You know, we figured out that, you know, he would be pretty convincing, and you know, everybody would pretty much agree that this person wasn't from this planet, and we could make that assumption and then verify this information with other information or other evidence. So we start with a person. Galileo started with the thought that, hey, wait a minute, you know, which other people, scientists before him, figured out that the Earth wasn't the center of the universe. But Galileo's the one that had a telescope. He could visually he could see it. So we start with the alien being. You know, here's the guy. Okay, I'm almost convinced. But all of a sudden, the guy brings down 2 or 3 friends. They land in a spaceship. We can understand this technology is way beyond ours. Now we're getting a little more convinced. Then we get in the spaceship, take off to the planet, meet a bunch of other people. Now it's looking pretty good. We're convinced. You know, this is the kind of things that Galileo was talking about. You know, when he says that all truths are easy to understand once they are discovered. You know, it's the point. The point is to discover them. And sometimes we're going to have to open our minds up. You know, if you're a closed-minded person and you're looking at the alien, that's a lie. And then you bring the other aliens down and you're still, no, it's a trick. And then you go to the planet and you still, no way. That's because God wouldn't be real then. Whatever the thing is, your main beliefs aren't going to be altered at all because you see some facts here. So this is kind of like living in a closed-minded world. You've got to keep an open mind. Finding the truth, you really need to have an open mind. And it's like what Galileo did. Galileo proved something. And the Catholic Church had to admit they were wrong and, you know, come to an agreement at one point of their existence and say that this wasn't true. You know, the earth isn't the center of the universe. So there are going to be times in your life where you're going to have to accept certain things as true. Now, having an open mind, you're going to be able to find them things faster. Closed mind, you're not going to be, the information's going to be hard to get in. It's like having a closed door. You got a solid door that's shut, it's locked, it's bolted, it's sealed. You put silicone caulking around it, you've cemented around it, you put another door on it, your mind is closed. A lot of info is going to be coming in here. You're not going to be able to slide an envelope through here with some information on it. That's a closed-minded person. Open-minded person, the door is open, maybe they close it every once in a while, but when it's open, all the info can come in. Big difference. So what Galileo said makes a lot of sense about the truth. It's easy for us to believe in something once it's explained to us or, you know, discovered, kind of a thing. So a lot easier to deal with stuff like that than it is to just assume about, you know, as many things as you want. So I don't want to get into babbling anymore here. Galileo makes a good point. Easy, when we discover something, it can be a lot more convincing if your mind is open.